Howdy Internet. Today is August 13th, so a few days later. We are now 17 days away from the show, which is absolutely horrifying, but making good progress on the car. The rear quarter panel from the last video has been primed, as well as the front fender. We've got most of the print for the gas cap side rear quarter panel. Got a piece of it here. We're just testing out the flap mechanism. We've got some tester wheels that are approximately the same spec as the wheels I ordered. These are probably what I'm going to run at the show just because of my own inexperience in ordering custom wheels. I failed to realize how long it takes to spec out and manufacture custom wheels. So that's my bad, but we have a solution. The roof is pretty much ready to paint. Hood and the trunk are in primer over there and a block sand away from also being ready to paint. Yeah, pretty much down to the little things now. Like, we gotta take the mirrors off and all the little door handles and crap. Gotta chop up my car still, but yeah, that's about it. So what we're talking about today is the gas flap. We've decided this time to integrate the OEM hinge from the stock car. Normally, this is all one piece of stamped metal. All you have to do is follow the lines that are already there, cut this off, throw this in the bin. So we don't recommend throwing your OEM gas cap like a frisbee into your friend's car, but you know, you do you. Anyways, now that we've got the 3D printed prototype gas cap, of course, the final version will be a fiberglass piece, just like the quarter panel. We will include this 3D printed adapter block thing. It kind of keys really nicely into the features and bosses of the OEM gas flap. This one looks like shit right now because it's a rough prototype. We're still fine-tuning all the fitment things and stuff, but it works enough to show you an example of how this works. So once you panel bond the 3D printed block to the fiberglass gas cap, there's a screw. You'll be able to use this heat-pressed insert with this provided M5 nut to go through this OEM hole, so no drilling required. Line it all up. Don't cross-thread this. Continue to not cross-thread this. Still not cross-threading this, okay. Cinch it down, and bang. You've got what I personally think is a very elegant solution to a problem that plagues a lot of wide bodies on the markets. Got full OEM functionality, opens, it closes, it's pretty much all the functions that are available, and theoretically, a gas nozzle will fit in this hole. We haven't tested that yet, but this hole is bigger than stock, so find out next time, I guess. The next issue we ran into, which is really not a huge issue with integrating this OEM fuel hinge, is the arm. So normally it sits like this, obviously inside of the quarter panel. And the main issue is probably easier to show you outside. So if you pretend this is the quarter panel, as it closes, this arm goes into this nice pocket that's in this car. The problem is our fuel hinge now sits approximately here, and when you try to close that, it hits the body. So I've got this green spot marked out. Just gonna have to trim a little slot into your stock quarter panel, which shouldn't be a huge deal because you're chopping half of it away here anyways. We'll cut that out and we'll test fit the quarter panel for the first time with the hinge. Ow, 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 ow. Nailed it.
You don't want to throw that up the car too?
I suppose you can cut it more. I just kind of like felt in and just marked the Sharpie as I was doing it. I would trim it small like this first. I have a feeling I need to trim it a bit more. All right, like I said approximately 3 seconds ago, it's too small still, so I have to trim this a bit more. But now you can kind of see how much meat you've got left to work with, so. Okay, so as far as height goes, it seems like halfway up the OEM bolt holes is pretty safe. As far as depth goes, good luck, soldier. No reference for you. Now that you've got this penis-shaped cutout in your car, you should be able to install the fuel flap without any interference. Can you say penis on YouTube? Penis, 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 penis. Luckily for us and you, the OEM gas flap is the actual part that's threaded, so we will provide nice stainless steel countersunk bolts. You simply put it in here and thread it on. All right, now if all goes to plan, this fits. So we've still got about an inch of gap everywhere, which means that dick-shaped hole is still about an inch short. More trimming.
Early the next morning.
All right, today's the day where we ruin the car forever. Ignore this hole. It's totally not ruined yet. But yeah, we're gonna mark out and cut the stock body for clearance. But also, my car has been in some sort of accident at some point, and there appears to be a big slab of Bondo in this whole area of the car. So we shall first see what horrors lie beneath. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. All right. Ay, ay, ay. Just get from this angle. There's. Oh my god. I think there's another quarter panel on here. Yeah. So I thought that there was maybe, like, it flexed way too much for Bondo. So I was thinking maybe there's metal in here. Like there's another quarter panel over my quarter panel, but it's not magnetic, so. Maybe it's aluminum, maybe it's fiberglass. I guess I'll keep chipping away at it. Oh, there we go. Fiberglass Bondo. Wow. So yeah, if your Mustang looks like this, we conveniently make a panel that makes your car cooler and covers all of this nightmare fuel. Yeah. That's impressive. Bondo strong. So I don't know why there's so much Bondo on here. Because where there's still Bondo, aka here, is where it's pushing the kit out and leaving this gap. So I'm gonna chip the rest of the Bondo out in that area and just see what happens. Like, I think there's just a dent here. That's it. Wow. Wow. These pieces of Bondo keep flying straight into my penis. What's the opposite of hell yeah, brother? This is like a heavens no, sister moment. Wow, look, with the Bondo removed, my side scoop fits now. Why was there Bondo? No one will ever know. Oh, would you look at that? With the Bondo removed, the Widebody kit also fits now. Pro tip, before installing our Widebody kit, remove the 2 pounds of Bondo that are in your quarter panel for absolutely no reason. It'll help. Well, there's still some gaps here, and the scoop had a bit of gaps too, but I just want to test fit this to see how much of this I have to fix, like, because how much of this covers it. Oh, beautiful. All of it. Lovely. All right. That's it. All right, I think I'm just gonna sand that and see what happens. Why was this here? So all the Bondo, well, most of the Bondo has been removed. Yeah, it's really not that bad, or at least it wouldn't have been. Like, this is a little crusty now because of the moisture we got behind the Bondo. But like, yeah, I don't know. The Bondo literally went to here, and it was still like a 1/4 inch thick here. All these factory body lines are still perfect here. This area is obviously caved in a little bit. I think someone tried using one of those weldy stud puller thingies to like pull the damage out here because this is all lumpy and weird. There's a hole here. But some people, man. It's okay. I'll show you quickly how to fix this. in one easy step. Ta-da! Yeah, so with the bond removed, it fits pretty good. Like there's a gap here, because I assume that's caved in. But I'll show you how to fix that in one easy step. Ta-da! Yeah, these are non-issues. I'm definitely just gonna bedliner the shit out of this area and cover it in hot boy parts. Also, disclaimer, this is a customer's car. We'd probably fix it better, or at least I consult them. But this is my car, so I don't give a shit. Now I can actually mark stuff out and cut it. Got a rough line marked out. I think that should be plenty of space, at least for my car. Like I don't want to run it like super dumped. Some people might. Like you could cut this whole thing off, I guess. I marked this here to the wide body kit, so I know where that ends, and I'm just gonna tape it off so that I can see better. All right, fender is all cut. Now we get to discover if the forward outer quarter panel is welded or glued to the inner. Feels pretty welded. I think it's welded. Hey. Okay, car has been ruined. Time to hit it with a hammer. Just gonna want to close up these gaps. We don't want to screw with this. We want to beat this into this. And then we'll be able to throw some tack welds down and quarter panel the quarter panel, I guess. So we may have cut, well, it's fine, but like, we should have cut this lower because there's a lot of metal to stretch. I wanted to cut it at the lip. Mateo, Mr. Cameraman, convinced me to cut it higher. And now we gotta do some weird jacking stuff to stretch the metal in the right spot. The thought is to tack the middle out down and then just keep doing this around the edge and hopefully it'll stretch. I think we're gonna have to do one or two big relief cuts to form the metal and then I'll have to like patch those after, but we shall see, I guess. All right, got the metal hot glue gun out. Lay some beads. All right, so we use the jack handle just to press it up in a few spots and just tack them. With some of it secured, we can like, it seems like we can hammer more of it out a little better now. Carry on, I guess.
Days later.
All right, it is time. Hell yeah, brother. All right, so it is currently Tuesday. The big show is on Saturday morning. So the car's got to be done like Friday at night. Lots still has to be done. I feel like I've said that a few times in this series now, but it's been true every single time. Come along, MTV. This is my crib. Give you a walk around of what's going on right now. More parts that are painted. Beep that. We've got Marcelo here doing glass stuff. I don't understand this process. We leave this to the professionals. That's this guy. Our custom front bumper. It is finally flat. It is primed, one color. Still needs to be block sanded and then painted, obviously. We've got our #1 employee here, Braden. He's working hard, wet sanding, getting his toes wet. Here we've got the fish tank. This is Sebastian. He is also slaving away. Capitalism, baby. And then here we've got Joe working on something exciting. Joe did this for me 4 years ago now, I think. 4 or 5 years or something, when I was winter beating the car still. It was just an idea to make like a fake heck blend type panel. in the middle of the trunk, kind of like the Mach 1 OEM trunk panel. Yeah, and 35th anniversary ones, but just a little more subtle and a little more me. They'll match with the taillights. You'll see that when it all comes together, but this is a cool behind the scenes of the process, doing an underlay in vinyl, and then Joe will be putting even more vinyl on top of this vinyl for like a nice embossed 3D effect. But I think that's it. I think you're relatively caught up now. Tonight, I need to paint the entire kit and all the little bullshit bits like door handles and fake Gana doors, which are always fun to paint. Pain. But yeah, no, we'll keep you guys posted. Do a few more updates throughout the next coming days, and you'll see this car come together very quickly at this point now, because it kind of has to.